muggy morning, Grace.
Yeah, super muggy, Jenny. We're going to be dealing with still humid conditions and warm conditions for the next couple of days as we await our next cold front. So we're sitting at 80 degrees at the airport right now, just shy of 80 over at Camp Mabry. Humidity at 72%. Lots of dew points in the upper 60s, if not 70s, as we continue into our day here. So for your Tuesday, we're looking at another set of warm conditions across the area. I do think we'll see a little bit more sunshine as we head towards those late afternoon hours. Some of that cloud cover is expected to burn off, and we have about a 10% chance that you may see a stray shower today. But 85, if we're looking at Austin, Camp Mabry, that actually is technically a record high temperature. So it's possible that we match that record set back in 1986 for today with that forecasted high in the mid 80s. Other than that, we are starting to see some changes across the region. Low pressure shifting out towards the east, bringing snow and rain to areas along the Ohio River Valley and out towards the east. But really, we are looking out towards the west. This next low pressure system over California right now is going to be shifting closer to our area as we head through our Wednesday and Thursday, bringing widespread chances for showers and thunderstorms. We even have an upgraded flood risk for our area. We'll talk about those details in just a few minutes.
Okay, we will see you in just a couple of minutes. Thank you, Grace.
Welcome back to weather, everyone. Let's take a check on those conditions outside as we continue into the noon hour. We've got clouds on tap today. Those are going to stick around here for the next couple of hours, but by the mid and even late afternoon, we should see more sunshine, less cloud coverage out there, and of course, warm conditions on tap again for your Tuesday. So we're at 79 right now in Austin, but we're reaching the 80s for Georgetown and just below 80 for a lot of areas out towards the south and east, 80 degrees in Cameron, and we've got the 70s out towards Fredericksburg and Blanco. Wind speeds mostly 5 to 10 miles per hour today, mostly calm, but we will have some gusty conditions here and there as we head throughout the day today. So more sunshine as we shift into the next couple of hours. 84 to 85 degrees is our predicted high temperature today, which would match a record set back in the 1980s. We'll go over that in just a little bit. And then as we head overnight tonight, we'll build back those clouds once again, and temperatures are not expected to get too low for this evening, likely bottoming out in the lower 70s. So for your record heat possible today, forecast high is 85. 85 is also that record high in 1986 for today, November 18th. So we'll keep a watch on that as we shift into this afternoon. We'll also be watching actually the west coast. This next low pressure system is going to be shifting closer to us as we head into the middle of this week. And as we look across the rest of the United States, you'll see this tail end of a cold front. That is going to be kind of shifting across the northern edges of the state and could influence maybe a stray shower today, but most of us will stay dry. So looking over at Southern California, you can see all of that rain falling across the Cascades there and even spreading into Phoenix and Flagstaff. Some of this moisture is going to be shifting closer to us as we head into the day tomorrow. So for tomorrow, you'll see this nice southerly flow coming in off the Gulf. This is going to help increase those dew points even more than they already are, very high for today. And then as we get a little bit of forcing to move in with this next low pressure system, widespread storm chances will start to enter our region come Thursday. Very early, basically Wednesday night, overnight into Thursday morning is when you can expect that widespread storm chance. That continues over us throughout Thursday, all day Thursday. It's going to be a very slow moving storm, so there will be influence from possible flooding. This doesn't move out of our region until probably Friday. So for Wednesday overnight, we're watching a potential severe storm risk, but as we head into Thursday, you see that severe storm risk actually falls away. It's actually going to be heightening our flood risk on Thursday because we're expecting more just heavy rainfall across the region rather than severe weather. There's a look at our model comparisons for the next 5 days of rainfall totals, and here's your 7-day forecast. Again, shifting through Thursday into Friday, and we should be drier this weekend.
Thank you, Grace. A university.
Good morning. morning and welcome back. Just shy of 11:30 right now. We are tracking a lot of changes as we head into the rest of this week. Some of that includes very warm temperatures for this afternoon, possibly record warmth for today if we get to 85 degrees. And of course, we do have a Pacific system moving closer and closer to us over the next couple of days, which is expected to increase more so our flood risk rather than a severe weather risk. So you look at our severe weather outlooks from the National Weather Service. We do have a marginal risk, level 1 risk, overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning for the hill country. And then as we head into the rest of our Thursday, you'll see that falls away. However, most of our risks for this, again, is going to be flooding. So you'll see that pretty low risks for damaging winds, large hail, isolated tornadoes. All of those can't be ruled out completely, but most of what we're going to be dealing with is going to be heavy rain across the region, more so even for our hill country areas. And I'll show you that in just a second. But for our Thursday, we're in a slight risk across the region here in central Texas. So a level 2 out of 4, kind of a low to even moderate risk across the area. Into Wednesday night, we don't pick up a ton of rainfall for Wednesday. Most of our rainfall will be very isolated in nature. And then as we head into Thursday evening, we'll start to see those rainfall totals really pick up out there in the hill country. So we'll be watching those rivers out there, the Llano and Pedernales River especially. As we head into Friday morning, a lot of that rainfall is going to be starting to shift east of us, but we will be expecting to pick up more rainfall totals here closer to town. So we'll go over some more details about this next rain event coming up, Jenny.
All right, Grace, thank you so much. Well, today
I think it'll be cool. Maybe people will wear like costumes from movies or
it'll
something.
still be wacky.
Yeah.
With big headpieces or whatever, right?
I'm hoping to see maybe some like fun like Victorian dresses or something
I
like
just,
that.
yeah, I
That'd be
do
cool.
love seeing how people dress up.
Yeah. Well, today.
How should we dress up?
Yeah. Well, you probably don't need any layers. It's certainly warm outside.
No big
Feels
hats?
more like a summer day rather than a fall day, but we'll take what we can get because we are going to be cooling down here in just a couple of days' time with our next cold front moving in. Before that cold front, we are going to be warm. We're already sitting in the upper 70s across the region. Lots of cloud cover out there. Fredericksburg reporting a little bit of rain, but I checked our radar. I think it's a little bit fake. I think there's just a lot of humidity outside. So that's why we're seeing those clouds out there, that muggy feel to the air. We're going to raise those temperatures up to the mid 80s this afternoon. I do think we'll see more sunshine by about 4 p.m., but it's not going to last for long. As we head overnight tonight, we'll dip into the 70s, even the upper 60s for a couple of areas, but we will see more clouds as we wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day that we start to see that actual rain chance, start to be verified in our area. More on that in just a bit. But for today, our forecast high is 85. Our record high is also 85. So it's possible that we match another heat record as we head into this week. And then we'll start to change things out a little bit. So we're still in the middle of this warm sector from this low pressure system in the middle of the country. This is giving way to rain across the east. But you'll see Austin is just below this next cold front. So this cold front will be kind of just wavering past the north and east portions of the state today. It's not going to cause too much of disruption. It's this low pressure system in Southern California and areas of Arizona that is going to be the issue as we head into the rest of this week. So isolated storm chances start on Wednesday, likely Wednesday afternoon. And then we have a lot more moisture behind it, which will create a widespread rain and thunderstorm chance as we head into our Thursday. And we are going to be dealing with multiple rounds of rain as we head into the next 48 hours. So we're starting at 10 p.m. on Wednesday. This is our first sort of surge of heavy rain across mostly the hill country, 1 a.m. on Thursday. And then as we continue forward, you'll see that those thunderstorms are going to train over the same areas. So we'll be watching those hill country regions for potential flash flooding late Wednesday into early Thursday. Now Thursday morning, not too bad out there, still some chances for rain. And then Thursday evening, you'll still see that we're watching those hill country regions for additional showers and thunderstorms at kind of on and off points during the day. So then we head into Friday. Here's midnight Friday, another round of rain. This time the rain is able to reach the I-35 corridor and maybe points to the east there. And then our final run through of that rain comes in Friday Friday morning. So most of our rainfall is going to come throughout Thursday, and it's really going to favor those hill country areas. So here's a look at 9:30 p.m. for your Wednesday. We'll see a little bit of rain Wednesday. It's just going to be very isolated in nature. And then Thursday, we start to look out toward those hill country areas, 1 to 3 inches, maybe even more than that. And then for Friday morning, a lot of that rainfall is able to kind of break free and make it towards our area here in town. So we want to be watching for that flood risk on mainly Thursday. And we still have some rain chances as we head towards next week. We're kind of entering into more of an active pattern here. So our weather impact alert still just goes for Thursday. We'll have updates about the rest of the forecast coming up at 4 p.m. later today.